The excitement in the air is palpable for everyone here. It's playoff football time, postseason action, descending upon Commanders Field just outside of D.C. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. right forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Baker from the gun on third down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Back to throw. Baker. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
From the gun on third down, Baker. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. A third down gain of 19.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They run the option on second down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Throwing now is Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
A gear for Walker running right. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Baker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 23-yard run.
And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And now an audible here into something else.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Play action, now it's Daniels.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That is caught.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Looking to throw. Baker.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Zay Flowers, 69 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Baker.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Looking to throw. Baker. He's going to look deep down the field. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They go play action. Daniels.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Daniels looking to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw is Daniels.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Trey McBride.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And fighting down inside the 25.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Curve 19. Curve 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To the right side, this is Walker. Down the sideline he goes, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them... And now here is another interception. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Baker. And Walker has it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Looking to throw. Baker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much, but at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Check smash. Check smash. Take it down. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
19 Lions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now he'll try to run with this.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Go.
Back to throw. Baker. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to throw now on first down.
To the right side and caught by Sennett.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And it's caught.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to claw one back. York now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. There he goes again. He may go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Warriors 70, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt, hurt. 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 8 yards out. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The York on now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Running right, here's Walker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 159 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Ready? 19 Lions. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw. Baker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less, in the wild card round, and they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 63 yards.
And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. 15 right here.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to take another shot here.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by York is up and good,
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hand off here to Walker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Here's Daniels.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
York now for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
70 Rangers, 70, set.
Daniels. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Shut up! Go street!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
18, Rattler.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards that time, but a 1st down on the keeper.
Now a run with Walker. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to throw. Baker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Baker. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.